What's up, it's you? For today's video, we're in full Metroid Pokemon team. Skyla, this one is for you. So we got Metroid Dread coming out in October, I believe, and this is going to be a little team to hype it up. So we got the 6 Pokemon, Magmortar, Aerodactyl, Tentacruel, Dushin, G-Max, Dreadnought, and Xatu to use. If you do want your own custom theme team or Pokemon sweep, you can check it out at patreon.com/PIMPNITE. The link in the description of the video, tier 2 and above. Now, earlier on, I did an upload of the Pseudo Ground Pokemon team. So if you haven't checked that one out already, that one is on the YouTubes. And I think I may have a double upload tomorrow night, so lots of content coming your way. Okay, the first battle, this one was against Zan, and we got a theme team here as well. We got a Metroid versus Sailor Moon team. Now, Lopunny is going to be the lead here. I've got Dushin as Mother Brain. Has anyone ever played the Metroid games before? I played on my I think it was on my 3DS or my DS, Metroid Prime Hunters. It was pretty cool. I don't think the servers will be up now, though. That was like ages and ages ago. Anyway, back to the battle here. We got Mother Brain as a Future Sight Infestation set. So what you want to do, firstly, you either want to go for Future Sight or Infestation, and then you can sort of trap the opponent in and then go for Protect Right. This has a lot of special attack, and I went max special attack, Quiet Nature, and then I gave it the Everlight as the item there. The ability, I was thinking about putting Regenerate on here, but I decided to put Magic Guard on in the end. So I got the, TR-43 flung at me, which did a lot of damage there, and Future Sight hits a Lopunny after it tries to set up the Cosmic Power too. So all I got to do here is go for yet another Future Sight, and then I can just use maybe Protect the next turn. So popping that Future Sight up there. The good thing about this too is you get the Infestation doing a little bit of damage too. So say if the opponent, only has a little bit of health left, that will take them out. So Lopunny is going to be going down. The next Pokemon we got is the Primarina. Now, Primarina will probably be able to live this, but I'm pretty confident the Future Sight will do a heap of damage to it. Now, Primarina is going to go for a Bubble Beam. Bubble Beam Primarina only on PIMPNITE channel, people. So now, we got a Dynamax Primarina. Now, I was thinking to myself, what if I go for a double Scumbag Protect and I get the Protect, then I'm able to get the, another attack off on the Primarina. That'd be amazing. Or just getting some free damage. However, that's not going to probably be able to happen because Primarina, even if I do get the Protect up, is going to be able to bust through there. So I'm going to assume they're going to be going for a Dynamax Bubble Beam there, which is going to obviously max Geyser, but still, it's coming off Bubble Beam. So my Protect is going to fail there, and the Dushin is going to be fainting. But that's all good. A pretty good start to the battle. This Pokemon was like an MVP in a lot of my battles there too. It's just really, really good. It's quite funny. I think it's got the same special attack as Ranunculus. I'm pretty sure they got exactly the same special attack, which is quite interesting between a middle evolution to a final evolution. Next Pokemon is going to be Tentacruel's Metroid. So this is a physical set with Cross Poison, Waterfall, Acupressure, and Thief, holding a red card. So I'm going to go for a Cross Poison here. It does a lot of damage there, and I would have liked the crit, but it is what it is. That's still pretty good damage. Here comes another Max Geyser. I don't think Primarina's got a lot to hit me with, but still does a lot of damage to Tentacruel. This is Max Speed and Max Attack, not Adamant, Jolly Nature. So unfortunately, Dynamax is going to block the red card, which would have been quite funny. However, I get a crit by Cross Poison, and Primarina is going to be going down. I also put some cool Metroid tunes in the background too. I wonder if you can guess what games they. So we got 2 Pokemon down here now, which is very good. The next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Rotom Mower. Wait, that reminds me, I've got to mow my lawn as well. So going for that Cross Poison there, going for a crit. Unfortunately, it did not happen. And double, unfortunately, it's going to have a weakness policy. So now I know electric type move is 100% coming our way, and that is going to be the Thunderbolt. So bye-bye Tentacruel, but did a very good job there, taking the Primarina out and activating Rotom's weakness policy. Well, it wasn't really such a good job there. Now, there's only one Pokemon I can really swap in here, otherwise I'm probably going to get swept. That is my Aerodactyl. This is a unknown speedy King's Rock Aerodactyl. It's a troll set. So I've got Rock Blast, Dual Wing Beat, Iron Head, and I've got Laser Focus too. Now, Iron Head's like a double scumbag there for the flinches and the crits. And we've got the King's Rock on the Dual Wing Beat and the Rock Blast there, right? Hopefully I can get like 5 Rock Blasts. That was the sort of idea of this set. Now, you've got Laser Focus on there to go for a guaranteed crit the turn after you use that move. And I thought that would do a lot of damage. Max Speed and Max Attack Jolly Nature. So in comes the Lucario here. Does very good damage with the Dual Wing Beat. Now, Lucario is going to go for an Attract. Now, with Attract, it has a pretty good chance of making you do nothing, right? So I'm thinking maybe I should cut my losses here, swap the Aerodactyl out into something different, right? And I'm thinking I got a perfect Pokemon to do that. So swapping my Aerodactyl out into Samus, which is going to be Magmortar. Now, Magmortar as Samus, I feel really suits because obviously when it attacks, its arm looks exactly like Samus's arm when it fires this little cannon thing or laser thing. And Kari's going to go for a Steel Beam there, taking itself out. So, I mean, it just took itself out. I didn't have to do anything at all, right? Next Pokemon is a Magmar. It's Magmortar versus Magmar, which is very, very nice. Also, it suits the armor of Samus and stuff as well. So I've got a Weather Ball Sunny Day set with Thunderbolt and Solar Beam. So first thing what I do is go for Thunderbolt. I want to see how bulky this is. It's definitely an Everlighted Magmar there. I haven't run Magmar with Everlight in a long time. Had this really cool Fire Spin trapping set. I think it was it might have been Will-O-Wisp and Fire Spin at the same time. Or no, sorry, Lava Plume and Fire Spin. It was a really, really bulky special defense set. We're going to go for a Sunny Day here so I can fire off my Weather Ball and do some amazing damage to the opposing Magmar. So Magmar's going to have Fire Spin as well. So it's got Confused Ray and Fire Spin. I don't know if it's got any forms of recovery yet. I don't really want to find out. So I can go for Weather Ball here and hopefully do some damage or as good a damage as the Thunderbolt did. And I hit myself for Confusion. Now the Magmar's going to go for a Flame Charge here. And Flame Charge is going to take Magmar out and give the, Magmortar out and give the Magmar a Speed Burst. Good damn, there's all these Magmars and Magmortars. It's confusing me. So next Pokemon is the Kraid, which is going to be the Dreadnought. And it's going to be Dreadnought G-Max. So I chose the shinier version too, just for aesthetics and looks right. Now I've got an Iron Defense Body Press set here with Razor Shell and a Jaw Lock. So I decided to go for the G-Max Stone Surge. Now, I know the sun's up, it's not going to be really good, but it still should do a decent amount of damage and put those on the field too. I mean, it probably would have been a better idea to put them on the field earlier, but with that Rotom Lawnmower creeping around, I really wouldn't be able to set that up. One Leaf Storm would have destroyed me. Like one Absorb would have destroyed me. So here comes a Confused Ray from the Magmar. I really don't hope I hit myself in three times in a row. Otherwise, I'll completely waste my Dynamax, yeah. So we're going to Confuse there. Hopefully, I get the Stone Churn off, and I do. So opening my big mouth, and it doesn't take it out, but it does some very good damage there. If the sun wasn't up, I would have been fine, right? So those rocks are now on the field there. Those pointed stones. Now I can go for any move here. I can go for G-Max Stone Search, or I can even go for a Max Knuckle there. Here comes the Attract from the Magmar too. So this is a Confused Ray, Attract, Fire Spin, and Flame Charge. That's a very mean little set there. Very, very mean set. I'm going to be immobilized by those beautiful big things on top of Magmar's head there, I think. And now it's got a Fire Spin here. Fire Spin does very little damage to me. I mean, that's really the only move the Magmar can do to me here. I'm going to snap out a Confusion, and hopefully I can land a Max Knuckle, and I do get a Max Knuckle off, which is very, very good. Not that it's really going to matter too much for my Body Press, but it will for Jaw Lock. It'll give me a nice little boost there. Now, the EVs on this Dreadnought were Max Health, and I gave it Max Defense for its Body Press there, so I can get as much damage as possible. Now, the last Pokemon, and it's a Grass type too. This is also while instead of swapping my Dreadnought in, is the Roserade. Now, Roserade can easily take me out here. It's going to be a physical set with Razor Leaf. I only lived that because I was max health, and now I'm going to get the Jaw Lock off. And Jaw Lock is a huge amount of damage, almost taking it out in one shot with a critical hit there with no attack EVs at all. So here comes another Razor Leaf, and down goes my Dreadnought, which is fine. Now, I've got another Pokemon left here. This is the last Pokemon I haven't shown on my Metroid team yet. It's the Xatu. So this is a early bird Xatu of Rest, Snore, Air Slash, and Confused Ray. I mean, both Aerodactyl and the Xatu were good actual matchups for this. So what I did, right, since I got confused and attracted so much in that battle, I decided to throw a little bit of the own medicine back, right? So throwing that Confused Ray at the Roserade, praying it would actually take itself out of confusion, and it did, which is very, very good there. I don't troll too often, but when I do a pretty good job, right? Thank you for the battles, Zan. That was a really cool Sailor Moon team right there. And let's get on to battle 2. Now, the next battle here, this one was against Skyla, and I wanted to see what team she would bring along. So I thought I'd bring my Metroid team along and see how it does. So now we're on the skyscraper field. I think this actually is my favorite field here too. Also, I was thinking too, in the normal arena, you've got the crowd chants and stuff, even if you get rid of the background music, right? On this one, it's just complete silence, which is quite cool. Plus, the aesthetic of it is really nice too. So what I'm going to do here, we got a Purloin lead. You don't say them too often. I'm going to go for a Acro Pressure, and I get a +2 in speed, which, I mean, it doesn't really help too much there, right? So we're going to Hone Claws from the Purloin there, and it's going to be going probably for some sort of attacking move. I think like a dark move, right? So go for Cross Poison, does a lot of damage there. Here comes the knockoff. It drops really hard there, getting rid of my red card. So I'm going to go for the Thief here and steal its item. I thought it might be an Everlight or a Sash or something like that. The crit actually is going to take it out there. I don't think it really mattered at all. It's like a Purloin, right? So it's going to get the Focus Sash, which is unfortunate. I would have liked another sort of item there, but it's okay. Next Pokemon we got is the Hawlucha. If you can guess this theme team as well, leave it below in the comment section. So we've got theme teams everywhere today. So I think it's really cool when I bring a theme team, right, and my opponent also has one too. Like, I know a lot of people like to see like the double up theme teams, right? And sometimes you get to see some really interesting kind of teams, right? So we're going to go for Cross Poison on the Hawlucha. It's going to go for a dual Wing Beat, and my Metroid Tentacruel is going to go down there. That's okay. That's fine. Not a bad lead there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap into a Pokemon that actually can deal with this, and this is going to be my Dreadnought, right? I know that it's probably going to have a fighting type move, but I should be bulky enough if I can get this Iron Defense up. And I've also got Razor Shell there too to do some damage if I get some max knuckles, yeah? So let's go for Iron Defense and let's see what it's going to do and how much it's going to do. So here comes a Drain Punch, does a lot of damage there. If I wasn't running defensive EVs, that would have, probably put me in very, very like low red health there. So it's about a 3-hit KO, yeah? So popping up that Iron Defense now, Hawlucha isn't going to do much damage there at all. I mean, unless it's got like Sword Dance or something like that. So I'm a bit scared of this Hawlucha, actually. Now, I was thinking here, I don't really want to get critted or anything like that, just in case that happens. So let's go ahead and go for a G-Max Stone Surge here, right? I guess like people don't like to use G-Max Dreadnought because they don't get their little swift swim with the rain up, right? They just put the stones on the field. So Quick Claw is going to activate it, which is very, very good, which is going to allow my Dreadnought to outspeed the speedy Hawlucha. And I'll have plenty of bulk here to be able to leave all of Hawlucha's Drain Punch. Like, Drain Punch is probably going to be like, I don't know, like a 4-hit KO from this range, right? I was pretty confident it would be with Dynamax and the Iron Defense, right? So I go for that G-Max Stone Surge there. I wanted to set it up early this time because in the last battle I didn't really set it up that early, and I could have had like much more benefit out of it, right? So with the stones are up now, here comes a U-turn instead. Obviously Hawlucha can't do a lot of damage to me out, and it's going to be going back there, which is fine. Now, it will live that swapping in, but it will still do some damage to it. Out comes the Butterfree there. It's going to get wrecked by the Stone Surge. Does half its health. I've got G-Max Stone Surge here to use again. I was like, yeah, I might as well use that. I was only worried about one move, and the Butterfree had exactly the move that I was worried about. A grass move, right? I was thinking Energy Ball, Giga Drain, right? And Dreadnought is going to get dropped. I could have swapped it out, but, I mean, Butterfree may have gone for something else. It may have even gone for a Sub or a Sleep Powder. I wasn't really sure. So swapping in Samus now, I thought this would be a great matchup. I can go for a Sunny Day. This should be free real estate here. I don't think Butterfree can hit me with a lot of things, right? It's going to be going for an Energy Ball here. Now, that Energy Ball, I was thinking, maybe it's like Specs, right? It has to be Choice Scarf or Choice Specs, right? Otherwise, it would have gone for a Flying type move, right? So that makes sense to me. So setting that Sun up, which is cool, I could go for a Weather Ball and easily take out Butterfree. Butterfree really can't swap out either if it is a Choice Get, which I'm definitely sure about there, right? Because of those rocks on the field, it gets like annihilated by them. So here comes another Energy Ball from the Butterfree that does pretty good damage to Magmar, considering Magmar's special defense is pretty nice. I'm going to go for the Weather Ball there, and that will easily take out the Butterfree only on half health there. I mean, I'd say it would have one-shotted it, right? With Magmortars, thinking of that battle before, the Magmar and the Magmortar. Magmortar's got like a big thumping special attack. Next Pokemon we got here is the Venipede. It's going to get hit there by the rocks there again. I was thinking that's pretty good because if it had a Sash, well, it's gone now. But then I'm thinking, well, the lead Pokemon had a Sash, so I don't think it'll be a double Sash there. So I've got Weather Ball, which will be super effective here. The only thing I was worried about, if it had something like maybe Weakness Posse or Endure, but I was like, nah, it's probably not going to have that. And then the Venipede used. Endure. I'm like, of course. I was like, I find it's funny that they're swapping the Venipede into a Magmortar, right? So here comes the Weather Ball there. It's going to put it down to 1 health. And guess what? We've got the Endure, and we've got the Weakness Policy right there. So I'm thinking maybe this will be the Dynamax Pokemon on 1 health. Possibly. It's got Speed Boost too, so we'll be able to, outspeed all of my Pokemon, like even the Aerodactyl there in the end, right? So I can go for another Weather Ball here. I'm assuming it's going to be a physical set, right? Because its physical is a lot better. And here comes the Poison Jab on my Magmortar, and that's going to take out. That's okay, though. It's only got 1 health. I've only got to do 1 damage to it, if possible, right? So now the Venipede's got +2 in attack, and it's got +2 in speed. I'm going to bring in my Aerodactyl here. Not only because Aerodactyl's quite fast, but Aerodactyl, I know Venipede's physical moveset, it really doesn't have a lot to hit an Aerodactyl with like a poison-type move or a bug-type move. It's going to do nothing, right? So I probably should definitely go for an Iron Head here, because if I go for the other moves, I don't really want to miss, right? I don't want to take any more damage than I have to with a +2 Venipede, right? So here comes the Poison Jab. Obviously, that's Venipede's strongest move there. It does very good damage there, considering it's not very effective and considering it's coming from like a Venipede, right? And Venipede's going to go down to the Iron Head there. And we all know that crit matter. I think the only move it could have used against me might have been Rock Smash, and that probably would have done around the same damage or less too. That was, I think I did a Venipede on one of my teams recently, and I did like a Rock Smash Dynamax. Okay, out comes the Ladybug. This is probably going to be G-Max here. I've got Dual Wing Beat and I've got Rock Blast. I don't really want to miss any of my moves out. Maybe I should just go for the Iron Head, but I'm thinking, well, it's not going to do a lot if this thing does go G-Max, which I'm pretty confident it is going to run. So here comes the G-Max Orbeetle, which is a very, very cool G-Max Pokemon there. Now, speaking of G-Max Pokemon, I've got all the remaining G-Max Pokemon sweeps actually coming out. It'll be tomorrow and a little bit of next week, and they're all done. So I think I've got 3 more to upload because I've completed all of them too, if you've been catching up on those ones. So here comes the Rock Blast here from the Aerodactyl. I decided to go for that in the end, and maybe I was thinking I could get like 5 hits off against this thing, yeah? So that is 3 hits on the Orbeetle, and I got 4 hits. So I was like, that's pretty good damage. I'm very, very happy about that. So normally I get only like 2 to 3 hits, right? So here comes the G-Max Gravitas, and that is going to do a lot of damage to Aerodactyl, taking it out, right? Now the Gravity is on the field too. So Aerodactyl, it fell down, but it fainted at the same time, which is quite ironic. I've got 2 Pokemon left here. Now, I did notice the Orbeetle had Sticky Barb as the item. Like, oh, this is a scummy set. And I was thinking, okay, it's probably got Trick as well, like to bite, past that Sticky Web. So I've got my Rest Snore Air Slash Confused Ray set. Air Slash will do good damage here, and I should be able to easily outspeed an Orbeetle, right? This doesn't have any speed EVs at all, but it's Orbeetle, right? I almost take out the Orbeetle. It was very, very close here. Here comes a Max Flutterby. I know that I'll be able to live this because I'm actually running a tanky set with Max Health, and it does around half health there. Now, the funny thing about this is after I have this special attack drop, right, the Sticky Web is going to kick in and take out the Orbeetle with G-Max there. I'll be a little bit salty right there, so bye-bye Orbeetle to the giant Sticky Barb. Now, we got that Hawlucha left. I was thinking about that. That's definitely a problem. It's a scary Pokemon. And we got a Meowth. So I was wondering what this Meowth set would actually be. So I can go for a Air Slash or a Confused Ray here. I was thinking maybe it's Everlight. Maybe it's like a bulky set. Like, let's go for Confused Ray, right? Just in case it is a bulky set and I need a little bit of time to set up, right, with my last Pokemon. So outspeeding the Meowth there. And actually, no, this was actually max speed and max health. It was bulky, but it was speedy. That's how, outspeed a Meowth, right? So the Meowth is confused, and I'm confused what it's going to be doing. And now it's going to go for a Shockwave. I'm like, man, Shockwave actually took me out. I felt like that did a little bit too much damage there to not be choice specs. I had a feeling, because I've used Meowth myself, and, I really, truly think that this stage, it is going to be choice specs, right? So we're going to bring in my Mother Brain, my Dushin. I can go for a Future Sight. But then I'm thinking, okay, I've got to go for Infestation here. Let's go for that first. Now, Meowth is going to go for a Shockwave here. If it wasn't Choice Minimum, it would have probably gone for a Dank Polish, yeah? And we're going to go for the Infestation, which is a clean T-Hoo, which is quite funny because Infestation is such a weak move. But, Meowth is not very bulky and Dushin's got a lot of special attack. Then I'm starting to think ahead of the game, right? I'm thinking, okay, Hawlucha can come in here. it can probably take me out with a dual wing beat once Meowth hits me with a couple more shockwaves, right? I do have recover, but I need a couple of turns to hit the Hawlucha with a Future Sight. So I started to setting the Future Sight up right now, and I'm thinking, if I take the Meowth out next turn with the Infestation, sure, I might have to take another hit, but then I could go for Protect afterwards, and then the Future Sight should time up with the Hawlucha coming in. That was the plan anyway, unless a Hawlucha had something scummy like Endure, right? That was what I was thinking anyway, or Substitute. Here comes another Shockwave from the Meowth there. I'm leaving that one on 33 health, and Infestation is going to take out Meowth there, which is very, very good. So Hawlucha is the last Pokemon here. This is going to be basically the deciding turn whether the Hawlucha has something to get around my Future Sight. Because I've got Protect, so I can easily block the last move here. It's a pretty scummy set, I've got to say. So we got the Mold Breaker there, which is fine. That's not going to do anything really in this matchup. I can go for a Protect here and just hope that Hawlucha doesn't have Endure or something like that. Let's go Protect. So go for that, and Hawlucha's just going to go for dual wing beat, I'm assuming, right? And went for U-turn. Okay, any of those moves would have taken me out there. Unfortunately for the Hawlucha, I did set that Future Sight up for it is going to land and take it out there. So that planning ahead with Dushin really helped me out in there in the end. Thank you for the battle, Skyla. Hope you enjoyed today's Metroid theme team. I'll be back tomorrow with a couple of Pokemon sweeps as well. Peace out.